fun wedding photography, the fun poses. These are fun, hilarious poses that you can add to your wedding photography. Now, where this whole thing started is when I was starting out in wedding photography, and there were these big companies within Uganda that were doing big weddings. They had big cameras. By then, one of the latest camera, I think, was a 6D, but I was a broke photographer, truth be told, and I did not have all this much equipment. All I had was a small camera. I remember I used to shoot with the Canon 350D and 18-55mm lens. And when you look at the technical aspect, there is no way I could beat my competition. These guys had equipment. They had the advertising budgets, because these guys used to even advertise in bridal magazines. I didn't have that money at a time, and thank God Facebook came up. I started posting pictures on Facebook, but I asked myself, can I exclude myself from this crowd of people that are already doing awesome pictures? Truth be told, I didn't know how. An idea came. I went to Google and searched for fun wedding photography, and I could not find a thing. Then I put into Google funny wedding pictures, and I saw these various pictures, on Google, where people were doing funny weddings. And I decided to position myself in the wedding photography business as a fun wedding photographer. In fact, if you go into my Facebook timeline and look at the pictures that I was posting in between 2011 and 2013, there were funny wedding pictures. Why? Because when somebody was scrolling and they saw a funny wedding picture, they would stop scrolling and they would eventually go and look at my other portfolio. So that is how I started doing funny pictures of weddings. These are the particular hilarious pictures. We are going to go through these really faster, but these are certain pictures you can use for your daring brides, for those brides that are really fun, that are into this whole thing. Now we look at this like brides being the bodyguards of the couple. We have the flower girl, and the bride just laughing and making fun. Still the same concept. I love calling this the fun conversations. This is where you have just the bride just getting into laughter and fun with the babies. Most of the times the ladies know how to make these children laugh, and it is these moments. Now I have this one where I call this the giant bride. I don't remember this wedding was done I think, oh my god, these are many years ago. We have the giant bride. This particular one, we have the bride actually basically just sits on the shoulders of the groom, and then the groom just raises one hand and we cover the groom into that thing. Then we have the basketball scene here. This was actually, it is not a picture we intended to do, but we were passing by a basketball court and we found these guys playing, and we say, hey, can we do a shot here? And yes, they allowed us and they gave us their ball, and we did these particular pictures. There is this I love to call kissing the jam. Kissing the jam, of course, a friend of mine called Tim Chiwala, he's based in the US, a very great graphics designer. He sent me a picture, I think he shot from a magazine, and there was this amazing picture, I think from Korea or somewhere, I don't know, one of those Asian countries, and there was this picture of the bride and groom kissing from the car, and I wanted to try out this particular concept. And once I tried it out, people loved this particular thing, and people used to come with their phones showing me, hey, we also want to do this one. And people love things that are not usual. One thing to note, this is not for everybody. You need to find those brides that are liberal, that are fun, Now, there is this particular one that I love calling magic power. And this particular one, basically, wow, I look at these pictures and I'm like, okay, this was shot, I think, with a 400D, a Canon 400D. These are very old pictures. Same applies to this. It is the same concept I call the magic power, where you have just the guys jump off and do all this stuff, then just the guys having fun. So there is this one I love calling Seek and You Shall Find. This is where the groom just goes deep into the skirt of the thing. It's basically for those people with liberal minds. Anyhow, these are the pictures. We have the bridal mechanic, and we have the chase. That is the chase. I have the bridal finger. We have jumping brides, the flying groom, all these, admiring the ring, the shy bride. We have the groom acting like he's peeing, then the bride just waiting. We have the peeping. We have still the shy little ones. We have this one. There are lots of fun stuff we can do, for weddings. At the end of the day, you want to create moments within the album that the couple is going to look at and say, wow, this is hilarious. This was nice. Anyhow, that's that for today. I hope you've enjoyed this particular wedding posing workshop. And if you've really enjoyed, give me a comment below of what has resonated with you, and hit the subscribe button if you've loved the whole workshop. And if you want to know how to color grade your images, if you want to color grade your weddings, click the button below and get Wedding Color LUTs Pack today and now. I'll see you in the next video, and adios.